Good evening, Cancers. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's find out what your past life wants you to know for July 12th to July 18th, 2018. But before we do that, I have to do a huge shout out to Kiki's Doorway Star Power Warrior subscribers. Let's get to that. Miss Williams, Ubliminum, The 305 Goddess, Miss Queenie Wise, Miss Duell, Mr. Ibrahim, Miss Polar, Miss Hello Kit Girl for Life, Miss Armstrong, Miss Kimberly, Sacred Waspins, Nicole Methio, Perry Asiri, Himani Das, Unk Dis, Teresa Manor, Wade Shower, Sylvia Candia, Mr. Aldana, Miss Saloon, Nabil, Miss Asin, Mr. Magia, Miss Sean, Mr. Sims, Miss Cabby, Amanda Smith, Shirley Galianis, Vina Headers, Linda Mickey 0509, Miss Latori, Heaven Love Cat. Let's see what else. Eyes of Capricorn and Bernadette Pergolis. Make sure I'm saying it right. Hold on. We'll make sure. Bernadette Pergolis and Eyes of Capricorn. Welcome, Kiki's Doorway subscribers. You have that star power warrior, baby. Rah! How you doing? To all the Kiki's Doorway viewers, thank you for walking through the door towards the Akashi Records. It is an honor to walk with you. It's an honor to connect with you, and you connect with me. So without further ado, let's get to Cancers, baby. Okay. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Cancer's past life want them to see on July 12th to July 18th, 2018? What does Cancer's past life want them to recognize? July 12th to July 18th. What does Cancer's past life want them to cater to? Cater to, okay? What actions will Cancers take on July 12th to July 18th? Woo! Okay. Okay. All right. What action will Cancers take on July 12th to July 8th? Woo! Woo! Okay, you got you got a little extra bonus here. All righty. All right. Okay. So Cancers, your past life wants you to cater to. Cater to and understand. Cancers, food and hunger. Cancers, what is your experience with food and hunger? Have you felt deprived of food or hunger before? And if so, what did you do in the past to help relieve or solve that? Your past life wants you to cater to that once more, or to address it once more. Now we have so many ways to solve food and hunger. For example, I was mentioning earlier, food and hunger. I mentioned that to Geminis for last week, for July 4th to July 11th. Whenever you get an opportunity, check out Gemini when it comes to food and hunger. And I think another sign, let's see. Yes, even checking out Gemini's June 12th to June 18th. will give you a blueprint on ways to look at food and hunger. But for you, Cancer, this could be intuition. Intuitively, how did you handle food and hunger? Did you store it inside and didn't address it, didn't want to speak about it? A fear of looking as if you lack something or lack of something? Now is the time to see the benefit of food and hunger. For example, when I was a little girl, a lot of people used to call me chipmunk because I had chubby cheeks. But besides my chubby cheeks, I used to stuff food in my mouth and didn't eat it. And when my mom started to notice one day that I was stuffing as a little girl in my mouth, but I wasn't eating, she literally had to pull the food out of my mouth. And when she asked me, why did I store food? I had to be honest with her. I said, Mommy, I'm not sure if we will have money to eat again, so I stored it. And it came out of left field because my mom was working at that time. She was a nurse. She had a financially stable job, and yet I was still reprogramming my mind to say, what if something goes wrong? So my mom had to reteach me that life is going to give you struggles. It's how you adapt. So she showed me ways to not feel deprived of food anymore. She was like, oh, you notice how we have food now? It's not just because I'm working. I go to pantries. I go to food and markets that accept benefit cards. I go to food and markets that have good prices when it comes to their fruits and veggies. I might go to, at that time, she used to go to Western Beef to get her cold cuts in meats because the value of it was reasonable. And when you have a butcher, they're more accurate on your price range. Like if you say I have about $10, I want to get this amount in chicken or this amount in ground turkey, they'll know exactly the amount to give you. So once she showed me, and then even coupons, she's like, okay, now you see why Mommy tells you to cut out coupons. Because I'm like, why do I gotta cut out coupons to go to Durain Reed, Rite Aid, or to get hygiene products as well? And she was saying that helps to reduce the price. So then I stopped stuffing my cheeks with food. I stopped repeat putting on clothes because of fear of what if Mom don't have the money to clean it. I'd as well keep it on. She was like, nah, scrub. You can scrub your clothes. You can hang it up. When it gets too dirty, yes, then you can put it into the laundry bin. So I had learned other ways to not feel deprived anymore. So let's see what Dorian Virtue says about that in his past life book. In the past life book. You didn't have enough to eat in your past life, causing you to overeat and hoard food in this incarnation. You may have weight or eating disorder issues because you associated eating with fear instead of hunger. You harbor insecurities about whether there will be enough food in the future, so you may stock up on supplies. You also serve yourself large portions and make sure to eat everything on your plate just in case there won't be enough. For some people, this pattern also applies to fears about having enough water to drink. Often just remember the past life pattern is enough to heal the issue. Understand the past is over and will not repeat in this current lifetime. The goal should be to learn from it and then to let it go. Also let fears of deprivation fade away. As they are no longer necessary, open yourself up to abundance. Cancers, you have everything. Mr. and Miss Cancers, you have everything you need to survive. Now is the time to look at how you view food and see ways that you can solve that. Now we have Pinterest to have where you could make a list of what you have in your house, and they could come up with a list of meals you can actually make, so that saves you money. Also, there are now vendors and fruit markets and stands where now to keep them afloat, they actually do really good sales for people. To eliminate the hunger, your body your mind and spirit, whenever it's hungry, is not to harm you. It's to gear you towards the thing that is gnawing at you. For example, when I'm hungry, like anybody when they're hungry, what happens? Our stomach growls. Is it saying that you are malnourished? No. Is it saying that you're trying to starve yourself? No. Your body's saying, I need fuel before I become deprived, and I have to use the body fat instead to fill me up, which can slow down the metabolism. So rather than feel your body is shaming you or blaming you, see it as a blessing. Seeing it like, wow, my body still works to gear me towards what I want to nurture. So when I'm hungry, my stomach growls. Rather than to get upset, I might eat a fruit or eat an apple or have something light, a yogurt or something light to eat, depending on what time of the day it is. If it's a certain time where I can eat a little heavy, then I know the portion of each food I want to have on my plate. And whatever I cannot eat, rather than stuff myself, I will put it in a saran or a container to put into the refrigerator. That also helps with the finances part of it. The actions you will take, Mr. and Miss Cancers, is the world. You have the world, 2 and 1, 3, Trinity. And you have the Trinity here. As above, so below. You have all the elements, fire, earth, wind, air, energy around you for this task at hand. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. So when you celebrate, do not be concerned about food. Do not be concerned about, oh, what if I go back to poverty? Or what if I don't have enough the next month? Don't worry about that, because you know exactly the tools and skills you need to continue to stay abundant. And with that, you have the Empress. You are the Queen of all queens, the King of all kings. Call on Archangel Gabriel. When you do that, lavish abundance will come to you. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. When you nurture yourself and others and do not deprive yourself of your dreams because of fear of less or lack of, do not become foolish. But find the fundamentals of what makes these things in your world, in your life, trigger that. When you do that, the high priestess will be there within you to guide you on your next journey. Give birth to your dreams and nurture yourself and others. Nurture yourself. Do not malnourish yourself. Do not give yourself less than. You don't have to give yourself too much more than. Enough. A portion. Like a buffet. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And what happens? Don't you have a full plate when you go to a buffet? Oh yeah, baby. And it tastes delish. When you tap into that Empress side of yourself and you lavish yourself with abundance and you see your self-worth to the point where you stop depriving yourself of the things that you want in your life, and instead accept and embrace it, then you will unlock the 3 of air. Now, if you are concerned about unlocking your Empress side of yourself, if you're concerned about giving yourself abundance, the world is showing you have abundance within you. You did a job well done. Cancers, you did the groundwork. Now it's time to nourish yourself. Now it's time to give yourself abundance. You now know the right amount of moderation to do that. If you deny yourself of this abundance, if you deny yourself in treating yourself and pampering yourself, what can happen will be the 3 of air. You will start to feel the great sadness. And from that great sadness, you will start to see that you will need that time to heal. It took a Taurus, a Gemini, Leo, Aries, Virgo, to tell me that nourishing and pampering myself is not saying that I think I'm all that and that's it. No, it's saying that I am that and more, and I should show how much I love myself outwardly by pampering myself. Because when I don't do that, I do become depressed, like many others do. And when we do that, then we do have to have that time to heal, and then have to forgive ourselves and others for the way we are thinking about pampering ourselves. So, Cancers, Mr. and Miss Cancer, now is the time to pamper yourself. Now is the time to see that within you, you have abundance. You no longer are in poverty in the mind. You are no longer in poverty of the spirit. You no longer are poverty when it comes to the masculine and feminine principles. You are full. Your cup is full. Your cup is half full, not half empty. Treat yourself, love yourself, Cancers, because when you do that, you show us how it really feels to be a salt of the earth. You show us how it feels to be spiritually cleansed on the inside out. So treat yourself, Cancers. You deserve it. Until we meet again, and we love you. We will see you on the other side.